The AI world just delivered another week of absolutely mind-blowing developments that could reshape everything we know about technology. From Elon Musk launching a direct assault on Microsoft's empire to Apple secretly building an army of AI-powered robots for your home, this week proved that 2024 is the year artificial intelligence goes from impressive to absolutely game-changing. Welcome back to BitBiased.AI, where we cut through the Silicon Valley hype to bring you what actually matters for your future. Today, we're covering 6 major AI stories that aren't just tech news. They're previews of how you'll be living, working, and creating in the next few years. Here's what dominated headlines this week. Elon Musk just launched Macrohard, yes, that's the real name, aimed at completely replacing Microsoft's software with AI agents. Apple is secretly building tabletop robots and AI security cameras that could arrive in your home by 2026. OpenAI's Sam Altman revealed that GPT-6 will remember everything about you, potentially creating your first true AI companion. Grok 2.5 dropped with massive power, but strings attached that could change how AI gets distributed. A major security flaw in AI browsers put millions at risk. And robots just competed in their first Olympic Games. And the results will blow your mind. Each story represents a seismic shift that could directly impact your daily life. Let's break down what actually happened and why you should care. Story 1. Elon Musk declares war on Microsoft with Macrohard. Elon Musk just launched his most audacious project yet. And no, we're not talking about rockets or brain chips. Meet Macrohard, Musk's AI-powered answer to Microsoft's entire software ecosystem. And yes, that name is absolutely intentional. Here's what's happening. Instead of traditional software like Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, Macrohard uses AI agents that simulate and enhance everything Microsoft does. Think of it as having an army of AI assistants that can handle your documents, spreadsheets, presentations, and business workflows, but smarter, faster, and more intuitive than anything currently available. Musk is already recruiting talent, signaling this isn't just another Twitter announcement that fades away. Industry analysts are calling this a potential iPhone moment for productivity software. The kind of disruption that makes everything else look ancient overnight. But here's why this matters for you. If successful, Macrohard could eliminate the learning curve for complex software. Instead of memorizing keyboard shortcuts and menu locations, you'd simply tell your AI what you want to accomplish. Need a quarterly report? Your AI creates it. Planning a presentation? Your AI builds and designs it while you focus on the content. The timing is perfect. With remote work permanently changing how Americans do business and AI capabilities exploding, Musk is betting that people are ready to abandon traditional software for something that actually understands them. This could be the beginning of the end for the Microsoft Office suite that's dominated workplaces for decades. Story 2. Apple's secret robot army invades your home. Apple just revealed they're not just making phones anymore. They're building robots. And these aren't just any robots. They're specifically designed to live in your home and revolutionize how you interact with technology. The flagship product? A tabletop robot with a 7-inch display mounted on a motorized arm that can swivel, follow you around the room, and respond to your voice and gestures. Imagine FaceTime calls where the screen automatically tracks your movement, or a digital assistant that can literally turn to face you when you're speaking. But that's just the beginning. Apple's roadmap includes AI-powered security cameras launching in 2026 and a smart display hub that could become the central nervous system of your connected home. All of these devices will be powered by a completely redesigned Siri, one with visual avatars and conversational skills that actually make sense. This represents Apple's biggest bet since the iPhone. They're not just adding AI features to existing products. They're creating entirely new categories of devices that could define how American families interact with technology in their homes. The target launch is 2027, which means Apple is taking their time to get this right. Given their track record of entering markets late but defining them, think smartphones, tablets, and smartwatches, this could be the moment home robotics goes from science fiction fantasy to American reality. Story 3. GPT-6 will remember everything about you. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman just dropped a bombshell about GPT-6 that changes everything we thought we knew about AI assistants. Unlike GPT-5, which focuses on reasoning and handling images and videos, GPT-6 will be all about memory. And that could transform AI from a smart tool into your digital companion. Here's what Altman revealed. GPT-6 won't forget your conversations when you close the app. It will remember your preferences, your work style, your family details, your goals, and your quirks. Imagine an AI that knows you've been working on a novel for 3 years, remembers your daughter's soccer schedule, and understands your communication style well enough to draft emails that actually sound like you wrote them. This isn't just about convenience. It's about creating AI that evolves with you. The more you interact with GPT-6, the better it becomes at anticipating your needs and providing personalized assistance. It could become the first AI that feels less like software and more like a knowledgeable friend who never forgets anything. Altman also hinted that GPT-6 will arrive faster than the gap between GPT-4 and GPT-5, suggesting OpenAI is accelerating development to stay ahead of competitors like Google's Gemini and Anthropic's Claude. But here's the big question for American users: privacy. Persistent memory means your personal information needs to be stored somewhere, and that raises serious questions about data security, user consent, and what happens if that information gets breached. OpenAI will need to solve these concerns before most Americans will trust an AI with their life details. Story 4. Grok 2.5 drops with power and restrictions. Elon Musk's AI just released Grok 2.5, a massive 314 billion parameter AI model that's now available on Hugging Face. But there's a catch that reveals the complex economics of AI development in 2024. Here's the deal. If you're an individual developer, researcher, or small startup, you can use Grok 2.5 completely free. But if your company makes more than $1 million annually, you'll face significant restrictions on commercial use. This creates a fascinating two-tier system that prioritizes innovation and experimentation while protecting xAI's business interests. The model itself is impressive. It rivals GPT-4 and Claude in reasoning capabilities while handling images, text, and complex problem-solving. For American developers and researchers, this represents unprecedented access to frontier AI capabilities without the typical enterprise licensing costs. But here's the strategic angle. Musk is betting that by giving free access to the next generation of developers, he can build loyalty and ecosystem adoption that pays off when those developers build successful companies. It's a long-term play that could position xAI as the foundation for countless American AI startups. The release also comes with hints that Grok 3 will be fully open source within 6 months, which would represent a massive shift toward community-driven AI development. This stands in stark contrast to the increasingly closed approaches from OpenAI and Google. Story 5. AI Browser Security Flaw puts millions at risk. A serious security vulnerability discovered in Perplexity's AI-powered Comet browser should concern every American who uses AI tools online. Security researchers from Brave uncovered a prompt injection attack that allowed malicious websites to hijack user accounts through hidden instructions embedded in normal-looking web pages. Here's how it worked. Attackers could hide malicious commands in web page text that would trick the AI browser into performing actions the user never intended, like sharing personal information, making purchases, or accessing private accounts. The AI would follow these hidden instructions, thinking they came from the legitimate user. This vulnerability highlights a growing concern as AI gets integrated directly into browsers, search engines, and other tools Americans use daily. When AI systems can't distinguish between legitimate user commands and malicious instructions hidden in content, our online security becomes fundamentally compromised. While Perplexity hasn't yet released a formal patch or statement, this incident serves as a wake-up call for the entire AI industry. As these tools become more powerful and integrated into our digital lives, the security implications grow exponentially. For American users, this means being extra cautious about AI-powered browsers and tools until stronger security measures are developed. The convenience of AI assistance isn't worth the risk if it can be exploited by bad actors. Story 6. Robots compete in first-ever Olympics. The World Humanoid Robot Games just concluded in China, and the results offer a fascinating glimpse into how quickly robotics is advancing. A Unitree robot won gold in the 1,500-meter race with an impressive time of 6 minutes and 34 seconds. That's slower than human Olympic runners, but incredibly fast for a humanoid robot. But the real surprise came in the creative competitions. Another robot won the solo dance competition, showcasing not just technical capability, but genuine artistic expression through choreographed movements that demonstrated rhythm, creativity, and human-like grace. These results matter because they show robots transitioning from industrial tools to entities capable of both athletic performance and creative expression. For American audiences, this represents the leading edge of robotics that could soon impact everything from elder care to entertainment. The competition also highlighted the rapid advancement of Chinese robotics companies, which dominated the events. This has significant implications for American competitiveness in robotics and AI, suggesting that while we lead in software and services, hardware innovation is increasingly happening overseas. Beyond the headlines, the hidden story. Here's what really happened this week. We witnessed a coordinated attempt by tech companies to grab massive new territory in our daily lives. Musk is going after our work software. Apple wants to colonize our homes with robots, and OpenAI plans to become our digital memory. These aren't just product launches. They're strategic moves in a battle for digital dominance that will determine how Americans live and work in the next decade. Each company is betting on a different vision of the future, and the winners will likely define entire categories of human experience. The security vulnerability reminds us that this rapid advancement comes with serious risks that haven't been fully addressed. As these AI systems become more powerful and integrated into our lives, the stakes for getting security right become enormous. What this means for your future. Looking ahead, these developments suggest we're entering a period where AI transitions from impressive demos to fundamental infrastructure. Within the next 3 years, you'll likely have AI that remembers your entire digital history, robots in your home that can see and respond to your needs, and work software that operates more like a personal assistant than traditional applications. The question isn't whether these changes will happen. It's whether American companies and users will lead the transition or find themselves adapting to innovations developed elsewhere. This week's news suggests the competition is intensifying globally, and the winners will be determined by who can best balance capability, security, and user trust. That's your AI news roundup for this week. From Elon Musk's war on Microsoft to Apple's robot invasion, from AI memory systems to Olympic robot competitions, we're living through the most rapid transformation in technology since the internet itself. Which story impacts you most? Are you excited about Macrohard potentially replacing your work software? Curious about Apple robots in your home? Or concerned about AI security risks? Drop a comment and let me know what you think about these developments. If you want to stay ahead of the AI revolution without getting lost in Silicon Valley hype, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. These changes aren't happening to other people. They're coming for all of us, and understanding them now gives you the advantage of preparation instead of reaction. The AI future isn't arriving someday. It's arriving right now, and these stories prove it.